We're going to introduce Illustrator by learning how to make a hamburger and some French fries. So Illustrator is an application that allows you to produce vector-based images, which means they can scale as big or as small as you want. And we're going to get started on this by going to File, New, Web, and then you can select the common size. Make sure that your orientation is set to landscape and you have one artboard. When you create that, you'll have this blank document. Now, Illustrator looks very similar to Photoshop, but there are some key differences. Some icons over here, if you select them and try to move them over the artboard, will just give you a little icon that shows you that you can't do anything. And that's because those abilities are only activated when you have started creating some different objects. So we're going to start by creating a rectangle. If you go to this icon, that is 5 down, if it's not set to rectangle, click on it, hold, and change it. And then draw a rectangle wherever you would like on your page. This is going to serve as our French fry holder. Now, right now it's just a white rectangle, and we will get how to change those colors shortly. If you look in the top right corner of your screen, there's a Properties tab. Clicking on that will bring this up, and this is going to be one of the main places that we focus today. There is information here about both the size and position of this shape. And for us to get started, let's go ahead and look at the fill. That's going to be the color that fills in the shape. I'm going to change that to red, thinking about McDonald's fries. So, now that I've got this container, I need some French fries to go in it. Since we still have the rectangle tool activated, what I'm going to do is draw some French fries. A few long, narrow rectangles. They can be different sizes. It doesn't really matter. Once we have all of them, we need to change their color. So again, we still have access to this fill swatch over here. But one tool that's going to be useful for us is this top arrow called the selection tool. If we click on that, we can drag and select all of our different rectangles that will become our French fries. Once we've done that, we can go back to fill, change the color to something a bit more appetizing, and now we have some French fries. So I'm going to take these French fries and I'm going to move them inside of the fry container. We want to overlap it a little bit, make sure it looks nice. You can make as many or as few as you like. So, now that we've got those in there, we've got another issue. All of the fries are in front of the container. And that's because in Illustrator, every time you make a shape, it is always created in front of whatever the last shape you made was. So another key tool that we're going to be using is over here on the right side under Properties. It's called Arrange. If you click on that, you have options to bring whatever the object is all the way to the front. That would bring it to the very front of the line. You can bring something forward, which just moves it forward one space. backwards moves it back one space, and send to the back sends it all the way to the back of the line. So instead of messing with all of the fries here, if we just click on the container, arrange, and bring to front, now we've got a container for our fries. So once we have that, we need to make our hamburger. To do that, we're going to again come over here to where we now have the rectangle tool. Click, hold, and grab an ellipse tool. And make a hamburger bun. Now, again, we can go over to our Properties tab under Fill and change that to something that looks a bit more appetizing. We'll go with that. Now, there's this really cool feature in Illustrator where currently we have this ellipsis, this oval here, and if we go and grab this eraser tool, we can use it to take this one object. Oh, let me actually select the eraser tool. You can grab the eraser tool and we can turn this one object by just erasing through the middle of it into two separate objects. So grabbing the selector tool, I can grab the top bun and the bottom bun and I can separate them. I can change the width or the height independently of each other, and I can move them around into whatever position I'd like. You also, if we look over here below the selection tool, we have the direct selection tool. This is going to be very powerful in just a little while for modifying sort of properties of shapes. If we click on it now, you can see these dots have appeared near the corners of our objects, and we have points along the frame of our objects called anchors. These anchors can be used to mold the shapes in different ways. And these dots in the corner can be used to round the corners so that you can give the bun a more natural looking shape. Now, for the bun, the hamburger, we need a hamburger patty. And to do that, instead of starting with an ellipse, we're actually going to start with a rectangle. We're going to make our hamburger. Now that doesn't look appetizing and it doesn't look like a hamburger, so let's change the color of that. That looks a little bit better. And since we still have the direct selection tool available to us up here, we can click on that and turn this rectangle into a rectangle with rounded corners. You can play around with how rounded it's going to be, but when the sides turn red, that's going to be as far as you can take it. So let's give it a more natural look. And now we need some other parts of our sandwich. So the final tool that we're going to look at today is going to be this tool right here. It's the paintbrush tool. So the paintbrush tool functions similar to the paintbrush in Photoshop. But in this case, we want to, in our Properties tab, look at the stroke swatch and find a color that looks a little bit more like lettuce, maybe something green. Now, if I were to just draw this line here, well, that's kind of hard to see that that's lettuce. So I can go and increase the weight of the line, again in our Properties tab, by increasing the width of the line. Now, let's see if we can get that to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So now we have something that looks maybe a little bit more like lettuce. We can move it around however we'd like. And then we can make a tomato with the ellipsis tool. Give us something a bit more rounded. And for this, we can utilize all of the different properties we've covered so far. We can change the stroke color to a dark red, and maybe the fill color to a lighter red, and give the appearance of a tomato. And once we've done all of that, we can layer our bun on top. And again, as we want to try to find more natural look for this, we might want to arrange the top bun so it's actually on top of the tomato. And as you play around with this, you might find other ways to refine your work. The direct selection tool can allow you to take an object and maybe create a point on it in the middle, and the anchor point tool, that's the one I meant. The anchor point tool can allow you to select a point on an object. You can use it to create a more curved natural look. You can also select an entire group of objects and modify them all in the same way at the same time. So play around with this, find something that inspires you, and try to make a hamburger, French fries, and then pick one other object to create. It can be a cookie, or a chicken nugget, or a drink, or anything that you may like. The point is to play around with these tools. If you have any questions, please let me know.